Oh, I finished the last of my whiskey tonight, so I'm definitely gonna have to get some next weekend.
So you only coming out for the whiskey? You're not even coming out to see me? That's
I
crazy.
mean, not to see, I might, but I don't even know if it's gonna be whiskey. Which one was that?
The Margaritaville Silver.
Okay, yeah.
Woo, okay. Are you chilling? All right. Get my evil villain on. Jessica.
Damn. Hey y'all, this is WhoAllComin, the kinfolk podcast. I'm a wound assassin, and we got Jmonea. Hey.
Hey.
Okay, girl. First question of the night. How many stars?
You first.
You know what? I should have known that was coming. It's gonna be a 1.
Okay. Why?
So the 1 is because we did have the holiday. We did have Thanksgiving. I'm gonna take these off just so you know.
You mean
We did.
business. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh, we did have Thanksgiving and stuff, whatever. But it was so weird. Like
Yeah.
parents weren't, there. They were. I mean, they're in the hospital stuff, whatever. So my family was away, so I kind of felt alone. But we were doing stuff. So I mean, it was just weird for it being a holiday weekend. It didn't feel like the holidays. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we still got together and made it do what it do, but
I
so
mean,
yeah.
yeah. I feel like we pulled it out as far as like
Oh yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
goes, but yeah, no, it was definitely weird. I'm gonna give it but I'm gonna give it a 2.
It had to
But
one up me, huh?
huh?
Just had to try to one up me, huh?
No, I mean usually you're Miss Positive.
I know, I
But
know. I think you know what I must be about to start. That's what that is.
oh
Matter of
well,
fact, I know I am.
you're Ryan back sleep. Anyway, um, I don't know. Did we talk about? Okay, so okay. Let me give it a 2. Um, I have for the very first time in my relationship since I've been married made my a decision without like consulting
Mm-hmm.
Scotty, and it's like it pertains to both of us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Don't get used to it, but what is it?
Yeah. So that we got another dog. So that was the
Mm-hmm.
very first time where I was like, I didn't even know like how to.
Whether he was gonna be cool or come out of a bag on you.
Girl, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know if he gonna be all right with that or if we're gonna have a problem. Because so I was going to pick up Jackson from daycare, right? And
Mm-hmm.
this lady was like, the mom gave up on being a mom, basically. So the dogs don't want to, whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. She's like, well, I can't care for
The
them.
true definition of a deadbeat bitch.
Yeah. It's like the mom, well, the lady is like, oh, I can't care for them anymore, because they're too young to get weaned, so they don't have their mom, and now they're having to feed them, and all this very stuff, whatever. So, they was going to take them to the pound. And I'm like, well, with the pound, when I got Harry, he had kennel cough, he had worms, he was in bad shape when I got him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, well, I would not wish that on any other dog, person, whatever. So I went ahead and I was like, okay, well,
Now
also
was he the only puppy left?
there was 2 puppies left. There was 3 in the cage, but one person had already picked up the other dog, and already picked out the other dog, and she was like, okay, I want to get him. And I said, okay, cool, no problem. But then I was like, I ain't get no damn. I was like, okay, well, you know what, because they're purebred. He's a purebred Jack Russell Terrier, but
And
and
then both the parents were Jack Russell.
I guess so. I would
Okay.
pick him up and show you, but he is asleep right next to me.
Girl, he's a puppy. He will go right back. Let me see that puppy. Mm-hmm.
All right, so he is at this point he's 7 weeks old. When I got him, he was 5, 6 weeks old.
Yeah. Okay. And
So
it's actually funny because his birthday is 2 days after Julia's.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
really
Okay.
sweet actually. So I'm like, y'all having
No.
combined birthday parties this year, boo boo. I'm not that. I'm not that person. I mean, I would not have a party for the dog. But I mean,
You
he's
know
gifted
what?
or
We've
something.
given Maggie little birthday treats and stuff,
He
whatever
get a
for her.
biscuit or something. Yeah, like they
Right.
bake dog cakes and stuff. I'm like, you know what? We
I
can
know.
celebrate like that. You know, whatever.
Yeah. They
So
don't need nothing
he
big,
already back
just a
asleep.
special treat for them. Yeah, I told you. Okay. So, I noticed you said there were two dogs in that kennel, and I didn't get a picture. I would have taken mine.
Girl, would you have really?
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You ain't talking to Megan about it or nothing. But yeah,
Oh well, yeah. No, I mean, well, see, she wants another dog,
you gonna be in that
and
same situation that I was in where I did not say nothing. So when he got off at 10 o'clock at nighttime, he opened the door. He opened the door to our bedroom and was like,
no, as soon as you
what the
messaged
fuck is that
me
in there?
the picture about the dog, I would have messaged it Megan and been like, considering getting this dog, he needs a safe home. He needs to be rescued.
He's a rescue. He needs a safe place. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because now I'm interested. What happened to the other dog?
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they got them all, but I
Good,
don't know.
good. Because right now, the way my allergies are set up, I may not be able to get another dog.
Yeah. Well, I told Scotty too. I said could we have a humidifier? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, when you come over, we gonna just put it in the living room, and then we're changing the air filter tomorrow. And then whenever I change the air filter, I like to dust. So I get the fans and I get the whatever.
Yeah,
I like to do all that. So every 3 months I do dust and all that. So I'm like, okay. But yeah, it's like 3 months before we dust. Okay.
yeah. No, it's
Don't
okay.
judge me, judge your mama. Okay.
I
Anyway,
wasn't about to judge nobody because I don't touch my house.
well, yeah, because
I pay someone else to do it.
You have Broomhilda. I wish.
If my
I'm,
name is not Boomhilda.
I might have to go ahead and pay that money, but I'm like, it's so much to get it started. Uh, but it's
It
like,
is, but that once a month you come home, and I'm telling you, you come home, and first of all, she's Hispanic, so you smell that fabuloso, you smell that stuff whenever you come in, and then as soon as you open up the door, you see the vacuum lines on the floor and on the couch, all the blankets that you have on the couch folded up and stuff,
girl, she
whatever, all the
vacuuming the couch
counters.
too.
Yes, you do. All the counters is glistening, shining bright. It's an amazing feeling when
And
you come
Brandon,
home.
Damon. Yeah.
I'm just saying, yeah, it's an investment to get started, but once you do, and then after that initial clean too, boo. Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Cause like, what do you want for Christmas? I might be like, I want a maid.
Well, you might need to. You might need to.
But I
Once a
mean,
month, it helps out a lot, tremendously. Once a month, yeah. And if I could, I ain't lying to you, I probably have it come twice a month. But right now, we're gonna stick with the once a month.
amen. Amen. But yeah, okay, so 2 stars for the week for me. And the holiday was really quickly. The holiday was really weird. Usually on Wednesday
hmm
before Thanksgiving, I go to my mom's house, I help her cook, and by helping her cook, I'm going to get stuff or bringing it to her or whatever. So that's usually what I do. And I make my cornbread beforehand so she can make the dressing, whatever. So this year she was in the hospital. I think she went in on Tuesday.
She went in on Wednesday,
Okay, so
Wednesday morning,
she went in Wednesday morning. So that would have been that night. I was supposed to be coming to her house for us to
but she got
to cook
admitted.
together.
Yep.
but then she got admitted. So then on Thanksgiving Day, she was there all day Thanksgiving Day. Girl, I was a crying mess most of the time. I was not gonna lie
Yeah.
to you, I was a
Because
crying
I
mess.
mean, that's something that, we think about, but we don't think about. Like, you think about when you get older, your parents are getting older too. But if one thing to, at least for me, it was really eye opening to really have to sit and think about, man, my parents are actually older. My parents are sick. This is at that age where people start, not that I'm looking for it and stuff, whatever. But this is the age where people start losing their parents and stuff, whatever. And I was like,
But
I for some reason that
our
was
parents are still young. I mean, let's be
right,
real. Our parents are still young. I mean, I'm thinking like 80s, 90s parents, people with
right,
parents. Okay, cool. But it's just something we dealing with now. I mean, our dad had a heart attack.
Although the way his left arm is acting, I'm like, y'all sure it wasn't a stroke. But yeah, yeah,
I mean, but so I'm like, it's crazy because I'm like all within the same year. I'm like, look, next year
within the
I
same
ain't got
month.
time for no bullshit. Okay,
For real, for real.
I
We getting
better
together
hit the
on this working
lottery next
out.
year, my nigga, for real.
And you know what? Quiet as kept. I went to a bonfire last month, and they had 2 acres of land, and 2 acres is enough for at least two houses. Is all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Hmm.
We don't have to get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could survive on 2 acres, and
We can
we
do
have
two
enough
acres and
room.
have us our little garden. Cause I don't know I don't know what it is, but I really want to do like gardening and like homesteading because I'm like I made my vanilla. That's what I put in the cake that I made.
I still haven't tasted mine. I have vanilla, and I think at this point it's going for 2 years, unopened, untouched. I just haven't opened it. I
Girl,
haven't. Okay, this one is. I like this girl, but she has an STD. Okay, what a title. I'm 20 male and she's 20 female, and really like this girl. She's everything I want in a partner, but she has an STD. I've known her for about a month, and we've never got intimate apart from kissing, making out so far. But today she dropped this bombshell on me that she had chlamydia and gonorrhea. While she is treating it, she is currently waiting for her test to confirm if it is negative. She claims that she caught it from an ex partner who cheated on her. Whether I believe her or not, I don't know, as I've only known her a month and I don't have much dating experience. But should I proceed or am I being a dumbass? Jeez. You know what? I
there's
feel
pee in the
like,
water, huh?
right? I feel like if it was just the one, you might have got a pass. But
No,
you
I
said,
mean, okay, so both of those are curable.
that's what I
Both
say.
of well, so both of them are curable. So what I'm gonna
Hmm.
say is she could have not said anything,
True.
and then you
True.
could be risking your life, whatever. I mean, at this point, she got tested. She knows she's positive. She got treated for it.
Treatment. Yep. Yep. And
She
she
could
waiting
have
for the
been like,
test.
she could have been like, hey, after she got treated, if she sure she good,
Yeah.
whatever. But she was like, hey, it's I feel like we're going a certain route. I
Yeah.
want you to know this is what happened with my ex. Why, if your ex did this to you and that's how you got it, for a side note, wear a condom. If you with old girl, wear a condom, regardless. But anyway, so then she let you know.
Right. Protect yourself.
Yeah, so she lets you know that this is a possibility or whatever. But hey, I'm waiting on test results. I've gone to the doctor, taken
Right. She's
medication.
handling. She's handling it. Let's not
It's
get it twisted.
handled,
Let's
okay?
not. She's taking care of business. But she,
So I
I don't
mean,
know. I think it's
I
just a compounded two that gets me like one. I'd be like, okay, but then again, if your ex was a hoe.
but my whole thing is if both of them are curable, Then
Mm-hmm.
okay. Now if you like, oh, I got gonorrhea and AIDS, I'd be like, oh yeah, no, it's a pass for me. But with medication, if both of those can be cured, I'm not messing with you until that's you got negative
Right.
results. But I can spend that time getting to know you.
Right.
But I want to
Well,
see results. I want to
that's it.
see the one where you said, "Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. You taking this? Okay, cool." Now I want to see the confirmation of it being cleared up, and I'm like,
Right.
"Okay, cool." And then I'm still wearing a fucking condom. I mean, I don't understand.
But
Like,
I never understood that. I never understood why you can't just wear a condom. Anyway, like that's not. And you know what? I may sound real old school when I say this, but that's not your husband or your wife. Wear a condom. And I I won't say even with your husband and wife because some people jump into shit, whatever. But I feel like there's a level of trust that you build up with your spouse, while y'all fiance and stuff, whatever. You're not thinking about them cheating and stuff, whatever. So if y'all do go a night without, a condom and stuff, whatever, it's not the end of the world. It's not some rando you met at the club and stuff, whatever. But like,
let's be for real.
that's
You're
not your
not wearing a
husband or
condom with
wife.
your husband and your wife. I mean, let's
Hmm?
be for real. You're not wearing a condom with your husband or wife.
You not, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's not your husband or your wife, like, and not like, oh, I'm gonna make them my husband, I'm gonna make them my wife. No, if y'all are not already married, wear a
I
condom.
thought people were like, "Oh, this is my husband," or "He gonna be my husband," or whatever. They be giving
Nah,
them husband privileges,
exactly,
and I'm like,
exactly.
everybody
So
shouldn't.
they make some real extra thin condoms. Okay, so go invest
I
in
mean,
them. They cost a little bit more, but you
regardless
know,
of that, he wants to know if he should be with old girl or if he should wait for old girl. Like, I'm confused as far as she told you what was up and what's really going on. Okay. She's getting treatment. She's waiting on the results to say that she's in the clear. So what
mm,
is the question for you? I mean, at this point, if you can't wait for those results,
right.
I don't know what
Then
to tell
that's
you.
on you. Then yeah, you an asshole. You know.
So I mean, yeah,
But
I'm
he was
saying, so
like,
you an asshole. She's waiting on results. You can't wait for those results.
so then let's go back to the original post. The question is, should I proceed or am I being a dumbass? No, I don't think you're being a dumbass. I think the fact that she's giving you the information keeps you from looking like a dumbass, really and truthfully, because she could have just let you out there be boo boo the fool and stuff, whatever. And then, you in this situation and stuff, whatever. But because she told you the situation, told you the truth, she's waiting on this, whatever. Hey, that also makes me think that she's, an adult woman and stuff, whatever. So she, owning up to whatever happens, whatever. And she actually cares about you enough to say, hey, this is cool. I like you, but if we're gonna go this route, you should know X, Y, Z.
I mean, you're dumbass if you don't require clean results
Oh yeah. Oh
before
yeah,
you
definitely. Be safe.
before you do
Condom.
anything as far as that goes.
Am I the asshole for not prioritizing my girlfriend's tradition during Thanksgiving? Okay. My girlfriend, 25 female, and I, 26 male, visited my parents for Thanksgiving. Staying from Wednesday to Sunday, a couple of weeks ago, she told me she likes to get Chinese food on Black Friday because her family used to do that. And it's a tradition she doesn't get to do anymore. Initially, I dismissed it, saying we should eat leftovers since my mom likes us to stick around and eat with everyone. I also didn't want to leave others out, but she convinced me it was important. So I told my mom on Wednesday night what we wanted to do on Friday. My mom was visibly upset. I looked to my girlfriend and asked if we could move it to Sunday instead. She agreed. Fast forward to Friday at 4:30 p.m., and she told me she was upset that I didn't care about her feelings. I was confused because I thought we had resolved it by moving it to Sunday. She said she still wanted to go out on Friday, so I said, let's go. But then she said she didn't want to go anymore because she had eaten a big breakfast. I suggested we get takeout later, but she said it was fine and we didn't go. Later in the car, she had a mature conversation with me about needing to learn how to let things go. And I thought that was the end of it. However, this morning, Sunday, she brought it up again and said she was still upset that I dismissed her feeling. That was unquote. She also revealed that this tradition is tied to her late grandfather who passed away 3 years ago, and that's why it's so meaningful. She said she thought that we were making fun of her for wanting Chinese food, which we weren't. I told her I wish she'd said something earlier because she we absolutely would have gone if we knew how important it was to her. She says she's not mad at me now, but I still feel like she is. She also said I should have read between the lines. I also feel like I tried to make it work on Friday and genuinely thought we had a plan for Sunday. Did I mess this up? Am I the asshole? So he did put a little update in there that he apologized to his girlfriend and they're okay. But I like when they offer the little comment as to why they think they might be the asshole. So I might be the asshole because I initially dismissed my girlfriend's request to get Chinese food on Black Friday, which is a meaningful tradition tied to her late grandfather, and instead prioritized my family's preferences. Even though we agreed to move it to Sunday, I didn't fully recognize how important the timing was to her and didn't revisit the topic proactively on Friday when she seemed upset. By not understanding the emotional weight of her request earlier, I might have hurt her feelings and made her feel like I didn't value her tradition. Okay, so what do you think initially? And then I'm gonna go through the comment.
I feel like he's not an asshole, mainly because she's like, oh, it's okay. Don't tell somebody it's okay if it's not actually okay. That makes no sense. So she said it was okay. It's fine. But then later she's like, oh, well, you should have prioritized. I'm like, no, you can't say it's okay. Then be like, oh, well, you should have. No. When I asked you, you should have said, no, it's not okay. And I would have made that a priority. But since you didn't, I did. Okay?
And see, my thing was, I felt like he was an asshole because she initially said it was a tradition that she didn't get to do very often. And he agreed. Before he told his mama what was going on, he agreed. But because mama was visibly upset, that's when he put her in that spot. He
Mm.
looked at her and asked her if they could move to Sunday. And you know, he put you in that spot and stuff, whatever, and you like, fine, whatever, whatever. But that shit is eating you up a lot. He he agreed first and then changed his mind because his mama was upset.
I mean,
Okay.
so yeah, I feel like, yeah, I see what you're saying there. Because don't
Mm-hmm.
ask me to make it okay for your mama. If I told you
Mm-hmm.
what it was for me, then don't be like, oh, well, mom wants this. No, I told you it was okay with for me.
Right. And so this is the comment that kind of like was like, to me. So again, this person says, initially, I was going to say that you weren't in the wrong. But after rereading it, I have to say, you're the asshole. Okay, first
Mhm.
off, you initially dismissed her tradition, expecting her to completely abide by your family traditions and schedule. See, and they didn't even bring up the fact that he already agreed. You just don't get to do that. She's a human being with an actual past, not some prop that was created just to fulfill a role in your life. I feel like that was a little personal, but whatever.
Mhm.
You let your mom
Who
emotionally
hurt you?
manipulate you. I know, right? Really, what did you have going on in your life? But they said you let your mom emotionally manipulate you into doing what she wanted and disregarding what your girlfriend wanted yet again.
Hmm.
Trust me on this, man. You cannot let this happen. Let this become a thing. I have two sisters, and both left their husbands in large part because of the husband's moms would not get the fuck out of their relationship. They constantly force their sons to choose between their mom and their wives, and my sister finally had enough being put out, being put last. Your mom absolutely must accept that your life isn't going to be devoted 100% to her anymore unless she's happy to torpedo every relationship you have. If
Hmm.
you're not ready to make that decision, you're not ready to be in a relationship. Hold on.
Hmm.
A lot of people have been saying that he eventually agreed to go, but that was after he initially completely dismissed it in his word that she had to explain to him that it was important to her. He then put her in a situation where she basically had to acquiesce to his mom by putting her on the spot. And when she later tried to explain that she felt unheard and wanted to have a conversation about it, that's when he agreed to go again. And I said to another comment, every time he acknowledged her feelings, she had to get upset first. That's not how a healthy relationship works. She shouldn't have to get emotional to be heard. And see, that's another part of it. I didn't even think about that part. Yeah,
Hmm.
you're right, bro. Yeah, she shouldn't have to get emotional first in order for you to hear her. But I was just going off the fact that you agreed first, and then you changed your mind, and then you were like, "Oh, well, why didn't you tell me?" You know, she told you that a tradition that she didn't get to do very often and stuff, whatever.
First, yeah.
First, right? You know, before you even talk to mommy dearest. You know, is that a quesadilla? Because that looks good. Like, I want to go downstairs and make me a quesadilla with bacon and cheese, but
Goes ham and cheese, and then that sun-dried tomato.
look, see, yeah.
Hmm.
But anyway, so you stand by your he's not the asshole. Just wondering if anything you've heard has changed your mind.
I mean, the mom is the asshole, but that's not the question.
Back, back.
That by default makes him the asshole because we're not putting it on the wife or girlfriend or whatever she is.
Mm-hmm.
That's on you to handle your mom.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't handle
Mm-hmm.
your mom and her expectations, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
What you think?
Mm-hmm.
What you think?
No, I agree. I agree. First of all, the mama is an asshole. Okay, but that aside,
That's not what y'all asked.
that ain't what y'all asked. That ain't what y'all asked. Right. But yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, mom should have recognized that when you told her on Wednesday because you were being forthright, upfront. Hey, so 2 days from now, 2 days, because remember they told him on Wednesday, or they told the mama on Wednesday. 2 days from now, we're gonna go out and have Chinese food, whatever. I know that you typically do blase blase and stuff, whatever, but 2 days from now, we're going to do this thing, whatever. It's not like they were sneaking. It's not like they were trying to break away. They were being adults and stuff, whatever, setting, hey, this is what we're going to do and stuff, whatever. But because mom manipulated you, you going to look at old girl and she got to then on the spot, whatever, decide now at that moment, she probably could have said, I'd really rather do yada yada yada. But I also noticed you said girlfriend, not wife. But whatever. Um.
The girlfriend.
So,
Oh, it's okay.
mm, yeah, I feel like, and you know what? And I feel bad for saying that and stuff, whatever, because I'm like, girlfriends and stuff, whatever. They're not. You don't know if they're gonna stick around. So if they say something, you're not really, you're not really trying to fight for that shit and stuff, whatever. But if it's your wife and stuff, whatever,
But with that being said, though, if it's your girlfriend and you're not sure she's gonna be your wife next year, why piss off your mom this year?
mm, mm, maybe there's some subliminal messaging going on.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. Well, we just reading way too much into it because we're tipsy. But, but
Possibly.
I mean, I think we both can agree that he's the asshole. I think you've changed your mind and stuff, whatever, on your initial reaction, or did you not?
Yeah, he's an asshole because it's not her job to handle his mom.
Preach. And that's whether you're the wife or not.
Hmm.
Okay. Just saying. It is never your role to handle his mama. Anyway, but we ain't preaching today. Okay? So, yeah, no. He the asshole.
Agreed. All right.
All right, y'all. This has been WhoAllComin, the Kinfolk Podcast. I'm a wound assassin, and we had Jmonea. Good night.
Bye.
Call me, girl. You did do it.